We're talking about parallel lines and proportional parts, and we want to use proportional parts within triangles. So here we have example 9, 10, and 11. These are all going to be examples of angle bisector. And when we have the angle bisector, we can see that this angle is congruent to this angle. So in that case, we can set up our proportion, and I'm just going to draw my proportion on there. So I'm going to divide, equals, and divide, and basically my proportion is set up exactly for me already, where we have 15 over x is equal to 30 over 20. So we can go ahead and do our means and extremes. So our means right here is going to be 30x, and our extremes is going to be 15 times 20. And we could go ahead and multiply this. Might as well do it. 15 times 20 is 300. And then we have 30x. So we divide both sides by 30. And we get x is equal to 10. And there should be equal sign right here. We can go on to example 10 here, and that has the same markings right there where they're congruent. It's very small, but those are congruent. And we can set up our proportion again. So I'm going to put divide equals divide, and this one's again set up straightforward. And we get x over 10 is equal to, I guess we have to do a little bit of math because we're missing this space right here. So the full length is 15, and 10 is the side that we already know. So we can say 15 minus 10, and that is going to be equal to 5. So 5 is right here. So that's going to be equal to 13 over 5. Now, we can do the means and extremes with this one, but that kind of adds an extra step that we don't need because we have x in the numerator by itself, and we have the operation of division on the left-hand side. So the inverse operation of division is multiplication. So we could multiply both sides by 10. Our 10s cancel, and on the left side, we're left with x. And on the right side, we have a 5 in the denominator, and we have a 10 in the numerator. So the 5 goes into the 10, and we're just left with 2. So 13 times 2 is 26. Again, we could do this exactly the same way, get means and extremes, but we don't have to do that if we don't want to. We can shorten it up just a little bit.